Ho, ho, ho. Ho, ho, ho. Ho, ho, ho. Ho, ho, ho.
Harder Brunch presents Merry Chuckle Fest.
Ho, ho, ho.
We're going to be taking over the White Rabbit 11/29. We're going to be doing a live podcast.
Yeah.
We're going to have games. We're going to have interactive stuff with the audience. It's really fun, guys. If you have never been to a Harder Brunch live podcast, please join us Wednesday the 29th at White Rabbit. Tickets are available online. Right now, they're only $10. They're going to be $15 at the door.
So get them now.
Get them now.
Get them now.
We'll see you there.
I'm eating brunch with my people though. The homie Dyke just cooked up a feast and we bout to eat it, bro. Fucked around and has to mix the lobster with the poutine. Daddy is rolling blue dream. Them boys got down a routine. It's Naptown culture. Cooking 7 courses. Had to pass the torch and now I'm grabbing second portion. So sit back, relax, grab a drink and a smoke. It's Harder Brunch on the way and get prepared for the jokes. Whoa.
Hi, and welcome to the Harder Brunch Podcast. I'm your host, Dyke Michaels, and with me as always, my co-host, Thaddaeus Mckee.
Sloppy baby wang wang.
On the ones and twos, the wheels of steel, the sauce boss of Indianapolis, and the last broke dragon. Give it up for Zach Roan, everybody.
Gobble, gobble, Brunch Nation.
Hey. Gobble.
A very special first-time guest with us in studio, Dan Bliss. Welcome to the show.
Kid.
Nib. Kids.
Apparently, we don't know who our guest is today.
The worst part is you wrote it down and I read it a minute ago.
I got shitty handwriting.
It's kid with 2 D's though.
Yeah, kid with 2
So
D's.
that's what it
Harder
was.
Brunch, that's where things are today. We don't know who anybody is.
Welcome to Harder Brunch. Some assholes on the show. I don't know.
That's how we do things.
We do very little research. No, I know you better as your social media handle, which is Heavy Bourbon.
That's me. Yeah.
You are and people kept asking like, who's the guest today? And I was like, Dan, he's the whiskey guy. He's like, I'm not 100% sure what you do, but I know it involves whiskey, and I know you're very good at it.
No, he drinks whiskey and he chugs it. He chugs whiskey.
I chug whiskey and I know things.
Oh, you know things.
Not a lot.
You chug whiskey.
I chug whiskey. Yeah,
And that's the important part.
that's the important part. And have fun and pass it along to others.
Well, my favorite, we're going to get into this whiskey chugging. But one of my favorite things that I saw you do on your social media is amazing, by the way. And it's like, I don't know how long you can keep it up, but it's great. The live reactions that you get from people are amazing. And my favorite one was the one you did in front of 50 Cent.
Oh, yeah.
50 Cent looked at it and just shook his head like, oh, you shouldn't be doing that.
He patted my belly and he was like, damn.
This is a guy who was shot 9 times, and he's worried about your health.
By you.
Yeah, he's
Impressed by you.
Yeah, I was chugging some of his cognac. I went to like a release party that he had for his cognac, and I pulled off a big chug, and it was only like 80 proof. So what we're getting ready to drink is like 115, 16 proof. His is only like 80 proof. So
and that's pretty little, right?
That's pretty weak. But I put it down. I put down probably about a fourth of the bottle, and everyone was like, "Damn!"
And did you throw up? That's a question people
No,
have.
it was fine. We'll let's get into it right now. I'll pour you guys some, and we'll do a little chug.
Yeah.
Everyone. That's the thing is everyone always says it's like iced tea. Like, that guy's faking. It's iced tea. Whatever.
Oh no, I know it's real. That's why I'm concerned. Like,
this is a real question.
Yeah.
Does that bother you when people are like, "Hey, iced tea drinking mother, whatever"?
No. I mean, they're jealous or whatever. I don't know if jealous is the right thing, but they're I don't know. It's it's real. So a lot of times I'll do like a fresh pop. You know, I'll pop it right open and then chug from there. That way there's no cuts, no takes. It's not tea or chugging.
I think the internet's just full of haters. We have a friend whose online name is Sarah Pop-Tarts, and like she will drink A1 straight from the bottle. I've seen her do it plenty of times, and I was like, you have to put that on social media because it's insane.
Oh, yeah.
And she did it, and people were like, that wasn't really A1. Yeah. They were like, she's drinking a protein shake.
Let me first say I'm sorry that people like are saying this iced tea or whatever, because whiskey chugging is a noble thing that people do. Like, it's gone back for centuries, you know. In the circus, people would chug whiskey, and that's how people would feed their families. So, like, when people kind of diss whiskey chugging, Zach, it pisses me off.
Because that's how they feed their families.
Could you imagine not being able to feed your family?
Not in medieval times, no.
Thank you. It's a noble. It's hard. It hurts your stomach, but you're in great shape.
I'm a professional.
So Dan, tell us about the whiskey you brought today.
So the whiskey, this is Dan Kids with 2 D's and 2 Z's. Chugs with 2 G's and 2 Z's.
It's for the kids.
It's for the kids. It's a 4.0.
Whiskey chugging has always been for the kids, is what I've been saying.
That's what I do it for. Shout out to the kids.
Thank you.
So this is it's a 5-year, it's almost a 6-year MGP. We tasted through about 10 different barrels, and actually I've got 2 different bottles. We did 2 different single barrel picks this time. So this is the 4th release of that, running about 220 bottles or so. I haven't officially released it yet, so
I love it.
yeah.
So a lot of people don't, I feel like a lot of people don't know this about like whiskey compared to like other spirits. So it's like, they're like, oh, you made this whiskey? And like, yeah, I got in a time machine and I went back 6 years ago. But so there's a selection process where you go and you get
So it's there's a lot of it's like sourced. So they do like contract distillation. So this is the really fun and important stuff that we're going to talk about. No. So it's contract distillation. So if you're starting a business, you can go, instead of putting out 3-4 month old whiskey and trying to make some money, you buy some older stuff and then you slap a fun label on it like that, and then you can kind of sell it as your own until your own distillate is kind of at its age point.
Right. So it's basically just like old whiskey.
It's older whiskey. So
Goodwill whiskey.
This is the Goodwill whiskey.
I don't think that's good marketing, but like
for the kids.
But you get what I'm saying. I'm making sense.
Did you have a bottle open over there already?
No. I just sold that one.
Let's quit yakking. Let's try some of this stuff.
Pop that bad boy open
You scared, Dyke?
No, I'm not. I mean, I'm scared of you. Like, I'm scared of what this podcast is going to be like.
Oh, come on!
I can't wait to see your face when you try this.
Wait, I've tried hot sauce on the podcast and it hurt. This isn't going to hurt me, is it?
I don't think so.
Can I borrow one of your ice cubes?
Here, I got a whole tray.
You got a whole tray?
You sure can borrow it. Now, do you feel, is it offensive if we put ice in it?
You drink it how you want, as long as you're drinking.
Look at us like.
No, you can put Coke in it. You can put Sprite, tea, whatever you need to do.
Cubes. Do you ever?
I typically drink it neat, so that's how the master distiller wanted you to taste it. So,
Oh, he wants you to drink it.
Well, I mean, you guys can.
Now I have all this ice.
Well, so that's the thing too, is if you're not used to it, then it's going to burn quite a bit. So I need that. It's like
I am also a professional.
It's like you with the 50 milligrams.
Don't come on the podcast and diss me. I'm a professional. Man. I'm a professional, and I'm going to drink. I want it neat. That's what the guy said. He's like, why would he even say that? Who says that? I want them to drink it neat. Like, he cared that much.
You drink it how you like it.
Now, hold on. Do we have him lined up really well in the show?
Oh, you're gonna chug.
We're gonna get him chugging this.
Yeah, sure. This is what I do, Chug Monkey. They just every time I go to like a new party or something, like, yeah, chug, just do your thing, do the chug thing.
This is why, real quick, we want to shout out one of our sponsors, Uber.
Get home safely with Uber. If you're out chugging 115 proof whiskey, you probably don't want to drive home.
So on my site, I always put chug responsibly.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Well, cheers to you. Cheers to this.
Cheers. So it's 3 gulps for a chug. So that's got to be the official gulp, gulp, gulp.
Yeah.
Gobble, gobble. So
Trey gulp. Oh wow.
Now, how much have you ever measured out about how much you get per chug?
It's easier with the bottle being full. So the chug I did this morning was a Pretty solid one.
Yeah.
It was probably about a fourth of the bottle.
Okay.
It was. I was just doing it to make a fun video.
And you don't seem buzzed at all.
I'm a professional.
So a couple. That leads me to my next question. How many times a day can you do this trick? Before the wheels fall off.
Wait, you're asking if he does this every day? Like, you got to practice every day?
No, I mean, like, how
So-
many times in one day can you do the trick?
So I've
Okay, sorry.
Heather and I shot a bunch of like videos. We did like a Bob Ross video and just some other parody videos, and all fresh pops and chugging. And I'm trying to shout out these other whiskey companies that are kind of paying me to do that. And after about 4, that's a pretty solid.
Yeah.
That's like a bottle. So
Wow.
that's about my limit.
Now, do you just naturally have a high tolerance, or?
I've worked really hard for this tolerance.
Because you exercise, you work out.
And I drink a lot.
Yeah, if you're
Oh.
if you're just listening to this podcast, you're not watching. You obviously work out. You're in great shape. So you drink a bottle of whiskey, and then what? You get up and hit the gym in the morning and just sweat it out. And
I'm up at 4 a.m. every day. So
I feel like that has to play into it a lot.
Yeah.
If you were not working out and just drinking a bottle of whiskey a day and then rolling over on the couch, you'd look like me. That's what that would look like.
You build your tolerance over time. I mean, I did a sober October, so I took all October off drinking, and then I went out and I had like 3 drinks and was like, "Oh, this is what it's like to be normal."
You got a nice little reset.
Yeah, it was weird. So for like that next, I guess it's still November. Oh, I'm back.
Yeah.
So for the first few weeks, I had 5 or 6 drinks, and I'd get that buzz going, get that warm Kentucky hug, and I'm like, man, that used to be my warm up before I left the house, and then I'd go out, and that's like, so I'm a expensive date if you're gonna take me out and buy me a bunch of drinks.
Yeah.
Now you're having ladies buy you drinks?
No.
Do people try to challenge you and mix it? Is that a thing that people try to outdrink you and stuff?
I try not to do that because I can get really dangerous really quick.
But is there somebody who goes see, maybe they see you chugging, it's I want to do that, and they're like,
Oh yeah, I think everyone should chug.
okay.
All right.
I don't think everyone should.
I've never asked this question, but this is a good question. What's the drunkest you've been? What's the craziest drinking story you have? You gotta say it.
The craziest drinking story?
And it's okay. It's okay if it has some bad parts.
Oh Jesus!
You know what I mean?
I mean, what's the saying? No story ever started. No good story ever started with, and we started with a salad or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Craziest drinking stories.
I never eat salad
man.
before I do bad things. I don't.
Oh God. Man, you put me on the spot with this one. I've got a lot of. I don't know if any of them.
You got a crazy story. This is.
Let's give them some time to think about it.
Let's come back to that. I got to
circle back to it.
I've got somewhat of a. I can tell you in private. I've got somewhat of an appearance to hold.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
I guess that is a question that could lead to.
Well, I've got brands
bad
and
things.
I've got brands and other stuff that want
you're
to work with me.
I'm not trying to cancel you.
No. Well, this would probably be not good.
Yeah, I was thinking something fun and cool, you punched a chick or something.
And that's not going to get me canceled.
I was thinking something like that.
So I was out eating salad, punching chicks the other day.
You don't do that. You don't do that.
So, can you I'm still a little bit confused. So, is it you're selling whiskey through your social media, or you partnered with?
That's just a facet. So this is my own. The first 3 we did, I partnered with Big Red.
Okay.
Here in Indiana, and we did big releases and.
But is that you as an influencer partner?
Yeah,
Okay.
and then the influencing, and then I have other brands that come to me and they want me to chug that, so I don't do reviews. Mm-hmm. So, because I don't want to shit on a bad whiskey or whatever. So
Yeah.
I chug and I smile. And then that's what people see. And so if they like it, they like it. And it's so looks like Thad needs some more.
Yeah, pass me it. It's not bad. It's spicy at
It's
first.
really good.
It's spicy at first, and then you're like, "Oh shit, I need some more."
Yeah, so I do the influencing with that, and then I've got some paid kind of paid sponsors that I do, and I'm starting to do some food pairings. I want to do some get into more food pairings and dinners, and so that's more of a big part. Like I'll host tastings and other things like that. I'll get a bunch of like hard to find allocated bottles that everyone wants, and we'll do big tastings, and so.
I gotta say this. You said this is 114 proof.
100. It should say on the I forget which one that is. 100. It's 114 or 116, something like there.
This is deceptively smooth.
Yeah, that
Like,
it's really good.
I'm drinking this neat, and I'm like, this is going down
that'll get you there.
way easier than it should be. So I'm gonna sip responsibly.
I'm not gonna.
Please do we get behind the paywall.
Did you already say who did your graphics?
No, there's a local guy named Aaron something. I drink a lot. I have a really bad memory.
That checks out. Here's the thing. Like this is one of the coolest bottles I've ever seen. It's you chugging your own drink with the drink having the cover of you chugging your own drink.
Oh yeah.
It's very meta.
It's so meta.
Oh yeah.
Like this is one of the coolest alcohol bottles I've ever seen.
So the 2.0 or sorry, the 3.0 was going to be a shocker. So I was going to do two different single barrels.
You're doing time out shocker.
So yeah,
2 fingers and a pink
and a stink.
A pink and a
Pink and a stink. So we were gonna wax dip them pink, one pink and one brown. So the company that we were going through said that would be too offensive and I would get canceled, and so we just had to do a regular. But that would have been the coolest bottle.
Is this this is a Christian organization, correct?
Definitely for the kids.
Okay,
Dan kids.
I thought so.
How did you get into, like, you always been into whiskey? Or
So I've always been into whiskey. I actually used to do valet at St. Elmo Steakhouse. And so they
what?
It was a crazy story. So they would got in good with the owners, and they were like, "Hey, you should drive us down. We'll get a big Sprinter van, drive us down to Kentucky. We'll do some barrel picks." And so I'm like, "Oh, that sounds like fun." So I liked whiskey, but so I'm going down on these barrel picks with all these owners at Elmo, and we're meeting with all these master distillers, like in the VIP treatment and everything. And so I'm getting to try all these really super good whiskeys. And I didn't appreciate it at the time, and now I do. If I could go back and have all those experiences again, I would 100% appreciate it more. So that really kind of set me in. And then what really kind of boosted my social media, actually, I didn't even have a social media before quarantine. So it was all quarantine. So, I got personal training, and I got laid off for what we thought was going to be a week, and then 2 weeks. And so I'm fidgeting around, and I used to live on a lake, and I'm out on my kayak, and I'm smoking a cigar, and I got a bottle of booze with me, and I'm in a bunch of local Facebook whiskey groups. And I was like, oh, it's let me make a funny video. And I was like, oh, it's fuck, I don't know what day it is, but it's 2:00. We're gonna chug some whiskey. So chug some whiskey, and it got a really good response. Because everyone's off work, and everything's all chaotic, and trying to bring some levity to the situation. And so one guy was, really good response. One guy was like, "Oh, you should do that every day." And I was like, "Man, I got nothing going on." So I came back the next day, and I was like, "Hey guys, I found out it's Thursday. It's 2:00. We're gonna do another chug." So that kind of trained the whole thing.
People were chugging with you.
Oh yeah. That was the best part. It's hey man, this guy's having fun.
If this guy's chugging, I'm chugging.
Yeah. And so that brought it along. So then I started doing more parody videos. I did like this Mr. Rogers. Okay, well that's another story.
Wait, Mr. Rogers chugged?
Yeah, so I had the whole Mr. Rogers theme. And
He's a chugger.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. It's a beautiful day for a 2:00
That's what
chug.
it's about?
Yeah, that's the whole thing. I got to show it to you.
The whole time, that's what that song's been about.
No. This is my song.
Oh.
So I rewrote the lyrics, doing chugs. I had Heather film the whole thing, and we're doing all these different. We did 7 different takes, and I'm like, I'm fucking 7 chugs in.
Yeah.
We got to cut it at this. Anyway,
Yeah.
started doing all the parody videos, and then Big Red came to me, and they said, "Hey, let's partner up and do Dan Kids 2:00 chugs." And I was like, "Well, sweet, let's do it."
Wow.
And then ever since then, it's been then I started the social media and kind of got it rolling. So 2020 quarantine.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You marketed yourself.
Yeah.
What's been the like weirdest or most surprising connection that you made through like doing this?
Actually, probably there's this new sushi spot. Shout out to some sushi, Hasuno Andy, guy, because I love sushi and I eat. It's stupid expensive when I eat because I've ordered sushi by myself. And the guy brings out like 3 salads and 3 miso soups, and he's just like, "Oh, it's just you," and I'm like, "Yeah, just me." So one of the managers there contacted me. He's like, "Hey, we got a lot of great Japanese whiskey," and I'm like, "Boom, I'm there." So that's been one of the more weird. And actually, we're getting ready to set up like a sushi and Japanese whiskey food pairing. So that's again right in my wheelhouse. What was the question again?
Yeah, no, just kind of about the weird and unique connections that you've been making through social. Like that's awesome.
So it's been there. I've gotten a lot of hangover companies coming to me. Like, I'm actually developing my own. I wish I had some samples here for you, but I've got like a low. This would be nothing for you, Thad. It's like 5 milligrams THC. So we've got a little THC, little milk thistle, which is good for your liver because you want to stay healthy. It's got some B vitamins and some caffeine and some other stuff like that. So
a little low dose.
Well, this is so you can still function and kind of get through your day. So
I love the fact that you're you go from being a fitness trainer to smoking cigars and chugging whiskey. But it really, it seems to be a really good balance for you, Like,
yeah.
Like, what is your? Do you keep do you have like a strict like food diet? Or do you eat just like whatever you want? Or
I'm in a weight loss challenge now, so yeah, I'm being a little bit more strict. I went for like 2 years just going.
Here's the thing.
Going ham, eating anything, eating all the ham.
Here's the thing. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be very honest.
Drunk honest.
Here's the thing. If you come out with another whiskey brand, call it oxymoron. Because when I see you, like you lose weight, you're more muscular, and you're doing all the bad things. Things that society's like, hey, this might be dangerous, and you're doing it at an alarming rate. But you're healthier every time I see you. All right,
I feel like
you get to deal with the devil, and we know it. Okay,
I feel like this is why you make such a good influencer. Because look, this guy's just drinking whiskey, and he's jacked. He's in a pool. It
doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
Now, one thing.
What are we doing?
One thing you got to realize about social media is it's not all real. Now, the whiskey's real.
Yeah.
Wait, it is iced tea?
No, it's not iced tea. I just did that for you.
You're literally drinking it right now.
Pass that bottle. I need some more.
It doesn't taste like iced tea.
So we, like I said, so a lot of times I'll shoot videos like ahead of time. So I'll do 3, 4. We are gonna finish this bottle. I'll shoot 3, 4.
You are gonna finish this bottle.
I'll finish the bottle. So we shoot 3 or 4. I'll shoot 3 or 4 videos at once, or I'll go to like a tasting or whatever, and I'll make take tons of video, and then I'll slow release it through the month or the week or whatever it is. And I post most of my stuff at like 6 a.m. That just seems to do really well for me, and I get it done, and I don't have to worry about it. And so a lot of people are like, my girlfriend's brother was really concerned. He's like, "Who the fuck are you? You're just in the fucking pool drinking all the time." I was like, "Man, I've been up since 4 a.m.
Yeah,
like working 14 hours a day, and all you see is the fun stuff. You don't see the behind the scenes, me actually working, doing stuff.
Yeah, or working out,
or doing it the other. Yeah,
you're like, he didn't get the muscles from the whiskey.
Doing some 3-pound curls. Yeah.
So what is your day to day? What is your like?
Oh Jesus! Wake up 4 a.m. Take the dog out. Get to work at 4:45, 5 in the morning.
There's a 5 in the morning now.
Yeah.
Wait, now we're adding time to this. Barrels of whiskey, and then waking up that early.
Are you one of those kind of guys that like only needs like 3 hours of sleep, 4 hours of sleep?
I function on that. I need a lot more.
Okay.
So that's the cool thing is I don't black out anymore. I just fall asleep.
Yeah.
That's what I like to say. I fall asleep really like 10 o'clock is like my hard bedtime stop.
You've been drinking whiskey all day.
Yeah, I've been drinking whiskey all day. So I usually work till 6 or 7, and then have a few drinks or see what's going on, and kind of go from there. So that's my day to day. And then, I've got, there's always new events that are coming up. And so realistically, I try not to drink throughout the week. That seldom happens because I've got events and other stuff that goes on. But
Okay.
yeah. So it's, again, most of my drinking's on the weekends, and I'll post and, put out just to seem like I drink every day, to seem like I'm a raging alcoholic.
You definitely could curate that if you wanted to make that.
Well, so it was funny because, again, I did Sober October, and I still had a month's worth of content.
Yeah.
And I had friends that were just like, dude, we are really concerned about you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I've been Cali sober for, 20 days now. What's on there? Like, what, really? And then when I stopped drinking, they're like, are you okay?
Are you okay? Yeah.
And then they get mad because I'm not as fun.
Yeah,
that's the worst. That's the worst part.
It's emotional. It's emotional. I think you do a cartoonish amount of drinking. I would talk to Disney and see if you could get a cartoon
for the kids.
Yes.
What event were you? What event were you doing when you came? With 50 Cent?
No, that was just his Branson cognac release. So
you were just there.
I was just there. Yeah,
and I got invited.
Yeah,
and then you just.
So I was trying to tell his, because he had like a whole media crew, and I was trying to tell the media guy, I was like, hey, I'm gonna do this thing. I'm sure it's gonna blow up, whatever. And he was like, all right, whatever. No, like didn't do anything. And then I chugged it, and then they were all like, oh shit, like yeah, this was really big. And I was like, yeah, I told you to film it. So like all the filming I have was like from people that I was there with on their fucking iPhones, and it was just like the super shittiest quality.
Yeah.
It was so bad quality. And it was funny because Fiddy had this, like, it was probably like an ex-football player bodyguard or something that was like, oh, god damn, you white boys got me fucked up. He's like, you gonna be all right, dog? And I'm like, yeah, it's fine. Again, it's only 80 proof.
Can you chug beer?
I cannot.
No, because it's too much carbonation.
So I actually, so there's a
Carbonation is your kryptonite.
Carbonation is my kryptonite. There's a beer mile that they do every year. I've got some crazy videos of this. So instead of doing beer, I did bourbon.
Oh, wow.
So one year I crushed a bottle of bourbon, bottle of Four Roses. No, again, it's only 80 proof, so it was a little easier.
While running a mile?
Yeah. So you run, chug, run a lap, chug, run a lap. So I did that.
Sounds like torture to me.
So I actually still ran like a 12:30 mile after doing it, which was pretty solid. So
that should actually be in the Olympics.
It should be.
Wait, you're chugging bourbon or beer?
I'm chugging bourbon. I don't do beer.
I remember like when I was like, I don't know, 18, we would do like the power hour.
Oh yeah.
Or like the Century Club. Mm-hmm. And it's so weird because it only ends up being like 3 or 4 beers or something like that within an hour, but there's something about the rate that you're doing it at and the way the carbonation hits. It's always like, this is the most drunk I've ever been off of beer.
So we had a podcast. Me and my buddies had a podcast idea. It was a bourbon power hour. So actually, if you guys want to take on this, we can do it here. But it was so we did for an hour. It was every 6 minutes we poured ourselves a drink. We had our new topic, and we had our new drink every 6 minutes. And then so there would be a little bell that would chime, and it was like, ding. All right, what's your favorite TV show? This 6 minutes is brought to you by Dan Kids Chugs. We got way too drunk.
What I've realized in my adulthood is I love activities that involve drinking, but I don't need anything that speeds up my drinking. Like, I will get there just fine by myself. I don't need any game or anything that like is going to
in
accelerate
high school,
it.
I went on spring break and we played this thing called drunken boxing. And so on spring break we were in Panama City.
Okay.
17 years old. I probably shouldn't have said at the age. But we,
21.
Well, yes. And what
I
we
was
played,
in high school. I was 21.
Yeah, very dumb. I was very dumb. And we played this game called Drunken Boxing, and you did 3 shots, and you had to finish it before the other person. So it was 1-on-1, and then we did 7 rounds.
Yeah.
And if you couldn't stand up after 10 seconds, you'd be disqualified. So we did 21 shots.
Jesus Christ.
And within like literally 30 minutes.
That's irresponsible.
That's
Well-
that's not drinking responsibly. Come on.
It wasn't.
That's coming from me.
It was the most drunk that I've ever been in my entire life. I passed. I think I blacked out,
I mean, today's not over.
and I woke up with people hitting me with pillows. This is spring break, Zach. Don't judge. And I wake up. I start fighting my friends. Now I'm like, hey, I think we got to fight. Pillows are coming at my head. I said, I'm in Panama City. I said, I'm gonna walk home. Now I live in Indiana at the time, and Florida to Indiana is.
It's a long walk. That's a hell of a walk.
It's going to take a little bit more than an hour.
Yeah, were you in northern Florida or southern Florida?
I was in Panama City.
Yeah, that's gonna be a long walk.
Either way.
Either way.
If it was northern Florida, it's still
If you were in Georgia, it'd be a long walk.
Yeah, thank you. But that's when I realized, wait, I can't drink like that.
Yeah.
Like that was the max. It was irresponsible. I'm saying it in front of the public that I did this. It was hard.
Yeah.
Have you ever blacked out?
Oh yeah. So many times. So I used to do 2:00 chugs, and then it would be followed by 3:00 naps.
Yeah. Well, I feel like COVID rules were a little bit different.
Yeah, COVID rules are different.
Like, nobody was really worried about anyone's drinking during COVID. It was like, I think the world's ending. Go ahead and drink.
Yeah, you're not an alcoholic. It's just COVID.
Let's take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back with more Dan Kidd.
Yeah.
This week on the After Brunch Podcast.
I am your host, Thaddaeus J. Mckee, and with me I have a special host because Dyke is shooting a TV show, BJ Robinson.
Where's he at? My last name is Robbins.
Can we get a reset?
No.
We don't reset that.
no.
No fucking way.
This is our relationship. It's Robbins, R-O-B-B-I-N-S.
I never call you by your last name. That's how much I love you.
I know. I could.
Did I say Robinson?
I'm in his phone as Andrew.
Yeah.
Join us at patreon.com/Harder Brunch.
So Cher is
If I could turn back time.
my heart will go on.
If I can find a way,
Or
I will take back those words that hurt you, and you'd say,
That's pretty
if
good.
I could reach the stars.
Man,
Like
Titanic.
you knew she went through something. Like you went through something very bad. To be able to hit those notes with that emotion. If I could reach the stars. She's crying
Cher's
in her
bad.
soul.
She's bad.
do you ever see the video? She has a song called Half Breed, where she talks about being it's a song about a native a girl. It's a song about a woman that's half Native American, half white, but she comes out on a horse. I mean, she looks great. She comes out on a horse with this Native American outfit on, but like the chorus is just her yelling half breed. Yeah, and it's half breed Cher. And
What is it about?
It's
Is it about a horse? Half-breed horse?
No, it's about her. It's about a half Native American woman who wasn't accepted by either people.
But what's the other half? That's a good question.
I think it's white and Native American. But Cher is not Native American to the best of my knowledge. So this is just a song about someone else.
Oh, she's
Yeah.
She's cosplaying a half breed.
Well,
Yeah.
here's the thing: when I see her, she owns it so completely and thoroughly. I feel like she's singing for me. You know, I feel like she's not appropriating. She's actually she's doing
canceled.
something to me right now. Actually, when I'm watching this video,
Actually, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh shit! There it is.
I would date
Damn.
Cher. I would date Cher. I want to
be that horse.
Wow.
Is that a real horse?
yeah, that horse is filled with shame because of the appropriation.
Dude, what were guys doing? Cher's hot.
That's not a real horse.
Yeah,
That horse is just fucking sitting there. Her
No,
toe
it's
is
moving.
tapping.
Look.
Oh, it's moving.
It's alive. All right. For those of you at home, just Google share half breed. And,
Oh god,
it's amazing.
It's sexy as fuck.
No, 'cause I'm not gonna lie. I have a feeling now in my heart that's deeper for Cher.
Yeah.
After seeing her on this horse, it's not like a dirty thing. I'm saying, oh, Cher. I don't think I've seen young Cher.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm older than her
Oh, yeah.
at this moment.
Yeah, young Cher. She was a trailblazer.
I'm older than Cher at this moment. Oh, I'd take her out on a date.
I've got a very dirty thing going on in my mind right now. I'm the opposite of you.
We're at a Greek restaurant right now. Me and Cher.
I want to be that horse.
Wait,
You can take her out, and I'll finish her off.
What's going on with the Greek
What do
restaurant?
you mean, sir?
Huh? Look at the video.
I like how both of you guys think you have a chance with Cher.
Hey! Doggone it.
Not even 2024 Cher.
If I could turn back time.
There we go. If I could reach that horse.
Man.
I mean, here's the thing. Cher is an icon. You don't understand that, Dyke.
I don't. Thank you for clearing that up.
We're gonna polish this bottle.
What's another song that she did? Cher. This is important.
Everything from the Titanic.
No, that's Celine Dion.
Oh fuck!
The whiskey's kicking in.
My heart will go on. Oh god damn it! Yeah, you're right.
Man.
Yeah.
So this
Well,
is
I'm off.
part of the reason I wanted to get you in today is like this is the last Harder Brunch of the season.
Oh, man.
I'm going to be not drinking for the next 6 months.
Good for you, man. You shouldn't drink. It's so bad for you. It's so bad for you. There are no positive benefits of drinking other than it's awesome.
Yeah.
It makes you a good person. It's really cool.
Yeah. I like that you're saying that
fun.
because you have a kids-based drink. Like you have a kids-based alcohol, which not many people have.
It's on tap market.
It says kids right on the bottle.
That's my name.
Yeah.
Still, it's about the kids.
It's about for the kids. We finished it, guys.
I mean, I feel like you did a
No,
lot of
you
the work
did
and
a
we,
lot of the heavy
but,
lifting.
Yeah, I probably did.
but we were part of it. I was
Sorry.
here. It was good.
There's a mouse in your pocket and us too.
I will say when I'm not drinking whiskey, I'm drinking delicious Upland beer.
Oh.
Upland beer, as you know, one of our sponsors. One of my favorites is Champagne Velvet. This is the kind of beer that I feel like it's a good multi-purpose beer. Like you can drink it while you're cutting the grass in the summertime. You know, you can drink it before you have important things to do. You can just have one. You know.
No, it is one of those beers you can drink before you have important things to do. I knew I had a court case.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I'm so freaking nervous right now. And I was like, I just started drinking some Upland beer. And I'm not going to lie, I was buzzed, all right?
So I'm not gonna lie, my gym is named after Upland IPA.
The Dragonfly?
Dragonfly. The Dragonfly.
shout
So
out.
IPA, Indie Performance Authority. Upland. I still love. I just can't drink it. Upland IPA. So that's where the.
Have you had the little Dragonfly? It's got 0 calories.
0 calories. You don't
Zero
gain
calories. How does that work?
You practically don't gain weight, my guy. It's amazing.
Upland IPA. Dragonfly
Yeah.
Now
Junior.
we do, little
like
Dragonfly.
celery.
Now we do have to put an asterisk. We have to put a very small asterisk, and we've done 0 research into the fact that it has 0 calories.
The research isn't important, but look at me now.
Look at me now.
That's all. That's the research. The weeks of me losing weight drinking this
We've turned back time.
is basically turning back time on my BMI.
Can we do a weight loss challenge in the new year with an Upland weight loss challenge?
totally
Upland weight.
should.
Us three?
We check in with a Upland
Here's
beer
the thing
every
I
week.
know about you, Zach. You're very good at losing weight. When you want to lose weight, you just lose it.
Just on beer though.
I mean, I can't do it on beer because I'll tell you what. When I start back up again, I'll do that challenge.
Okay,
We can do it on
If
crack.
you're looking to lose some weight, I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd 35 pounds in a month.
You're a trainer, right?
Yeah.
That's unhealthy.
It is. So is
35 pounds in a month.
but so is drinking copious amounts of alcohol.
Now,
You're
what
like the
is?
opposite of a life coach.
Yeah, he's a death coach. Chug whiskey every day. Smoke a cigar in a canoe. Lose a bunch of weight.
Follow me to Valhalla. I think we're onto something.
Yeah.
Here. This might be. we can partner together. We got this. This is good.
All right. Yeah. Well, let's. So I'm gonna have a week. I want 1 week. I give a buffer week where I just quit drinking, but I'm allowed to do whatever, and then I try to realign my. I just like rob people.
It's like the purge.
It's like the purge for a week, but just for me.
Your own personal purge.
Yeah. Like, what's going on with Dyke? Oh, he's purging this week.
Shot a homeless guy. Whatever.
Man, we're gonna do a fundraiser. We're gonna do a fundraiser. It's gonna be called Drink for Psoriasis. All right.
Speak your truth.
That's what I would do with you. If you're gonna be doing it anyways, we're gonna drink for psoriasis. We're gonna raise money for liver cancer.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ.
What?
Actually, this will be good because I'm going to need that here in a few years.
You gotta think ahead of the game, man.
This is good. We're starting a GoFundMe. This is Harder Brunch. The GoFundMe, Drink for Psoriasis.
I feel like
This is funny shit.
I feel like we've been leaving money on the table. You're absolutely
We
right.
have been leaving money on the table.
No, Drink for psoriasis. I think that's good because if you're gonna do something bad, raise money for some people that are struggling.
That's why I chug for the kids.
What is it? What is it called when you do the thing as you say the word? Because you struggled to say the word struggling. People that are struggling.
I should try not to laugh.
All right, it is time once again for our Smoking Goose
Where?
brunch breakdown. Smoking Goose, are you familiar with the Smoking Goose?
I love their sandwiches. Oh,
So good.
So good.
I've got 6 cards filled out, and I have yet. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna do a bender, and I'm gonna turn in all 6 cards and get 6 subs for free.
One of the things I don't think people realize, because obviously, like Smoking Goose on Dorman Street, you can buy a bunch of stuff wholesale. But they have an amazing catering menu. If you want to get like office parties, all kinds of stuff like that. I've been to a party that had like a Smoking Goose like charcuterie board. It's next level. Like if you bring a Smoking Goose charcuterie board next to like a Kroger brand, your Aldi, you're gonna embarrass that person. You're gonna embarrass them.
If you want to impress rich people,
They'll probably quit.
buy Smoking Goose.
I'm not gonna lie. We had a charcuterie board that had Reese's pieces.
Today?
Yeah, today there was Reese's pieces. And also
I missed that.
M&M's,
Yeah,
minis, and the
I gotta
little
say,
nuts.
I did not like. I don't like chocolate next to the meat. I'm sorry, chocolate. There was peanut.
Easy, mulatto.
Canceled.
That's my take on Israel. I don't like the chocolate next to the meat. You know what I'm saying? Nobody knows what you're saying. That doesn't make any sense.
So many good sound bites here. So many good sound bites.
So typically on a normal Harder Brunch episode, we would made a menu that was kind of catered to you specifically, but this was a very special day that you came on. You came on Friendsgiving, so it's a potluck. So it's really interesting because it's a mix of some really amazing chefs that I know, and then just like comedians
and really good friends
and regular people. So it's just like,
oh, you don't want to say friends?
Friends, enemies, you know, they were all here. No.
Yeah, everyone was like, "What are you doing here?" I was like, "I don't know."
It's like, wait, you don't cook or do comedy? Why are you here?
There was one person I did not like.
Who was that?
Oh, I'm not going to say their name.
You got to subscribe to the Patreon to hear that.
I was like, what are they doing there? And that's not a clue. Casey is not here. That wasn't a they joke.
They're also in the paper.
But normally we talk about what we did. I only made one thing, which was I smoked the turkeys. Okay. So smoked the turkeys, and then actually that's not true. I also used our sponsor, Smoking Goose, and I used their sliced ham, and I did like a quick glaze, like I kind of just basted it like real quick. So simple. It was already sliced. You have to make, like, sometimes ham can be a hassle. I was like, this was perfect.
Dude, that ham was so
I just
good.
glazed it. It was already good. You know, so it's already Smoking Goose, so I'm cheating. I tell on myself a lot. So people were like telling me, like, this ham was so good. I was like, I cheated. I just used Smoking Goose and just made a glaze. And they're like, it's so good.
Is it that might be the commercial? Is it cheating if it's Smoking Goose? It's not cheating if it's Smoking Goose.
All right.
I think they have an apartment over their.
Write that down.
They have an apartment over their business.
Wait, what?
Oh wait, are we not talking about the same thing?
Is this like a tax shelter? No, I think so. There's Goose the Market that's on Delaware.
Okay, that's what I was thinking.
And then they have a wholesale
gotcha,
place. It's the same product.
Yeah.
But like what you're talking about is they make like awesome deli sandwiches
with the
to go.
apartment over the over the top.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then
It's not cheating if it's over Smoking Goose.
if it's okay.
Yeah, it's like a couple interracial.
Is there?
And
it's like a hideout.
they're about to hook up, right? And then like he's eating meats, and she's like, "What is that?" Smoking Goose.
Come up to my apartment.
And then she's like, he's like, it's not cheating if it's Smoking Goose.
Is there any place that cheating doesn't count, like international waters?
Like if you're a pirate,
like international waters inside the Earth's core, outer space. Is there any place
I think if you're
go?
a pirate or in outer space, it's not cheating.
Yeah, I think outer space counts.
What's
No.
No, I mean doesn't count. Like counts
So-
for being out of bounds.
So Zach, you're married. You're
married.
If you were like, if you asked your wife, I assume the married couples just do cheating checks every week. You're like, honey, did you cheat on me this week? And she goes, not on Earth. Not on Earth, I didn't. I didn't cheat anywhere on Earth.
That's the tricky thing, though. You got to watch the wording.
Yeah.
This
This is
about,
horrible.
do you count space as cheating?
No, he just said he didn't.
Well, yeah, if you can get outside of the atmosphere, I think that's fair.
No, time out.
Hot air balloon?
That's a lot of effort.
No, that is a lot of effort. You tell me if your wife went out of bounds.
Yeah, as a non-astronaut, I
I
would
would
think that she put a lot of work into that.
to cheat on
Yeah, it'd
you.
probably just be easier to leave.
Like
her.
she's because that is considerate. Like I love you so much.
Oh, that's the respectful path.
Yeah.
I couldn't even
Just where it doesn't count.
do another guy.
Space is the Vegas of.
I had to go to Space Vegas. I also don't want to keep talking about his wife. I feel that she never cheated in space. I promise.
Okay.
So
This is
from
behind the paywall.
from the cheating checkpoint,
Yeah.
my ex-wife used to do cheating checkpoints.
Really?
Well, I failed.
Oh no.
In her face.
Was she like, you just drank a bottle of booze today? Did you cheat on me? And you were like, not
Yep.
on Earth.
Not
And she was
in
like,
my
that,
right mindset.
that still counts.
You were like, not in this house. Technically.
So you got interplanetary rules.
Yeah, that was bullshit.
I do want to shout out our next sponsor, counseling BetterHelp. We just got sponsored by
They
BetterHelp.
ain't giving them they don't give us nothing.
BetterHelp loves us. And listen, if you're having trouble with cheating, 50% of the people that are using BetterHelp.
Let's crack that second bottle open. I think that needs more whiskey.
I think Thad needs more whiskey. Let's roll.
50% of the people that use BetterHelp cheat on their spouses. This is a true fact. We can't deny it.
I want to get Space Vegas going. I want them to be
Space Vegas.
Yeah,
That place would be lit.
Think about
that's.
I mean, it really would.
There's Space Vegas. No one can hear you scream.
Wait,
That's a weird way to take it.
come
But
on, Dyke. Are you proposing a society in space?
It's not a
where you can
society.
do whatever you want.
it's just a place.
it's a giant casino
yeah. You don't need a society.
and hotel and like lots of restaurants and
Yeah.
bars.
food.
Yeah,
So, but you can do whatever you want.
no clocks.
There's
clocks.
no clocks.
No clocks.
Is everything legal? Can you
Well,
smoke?
nothing's illegal.
Is weed legal? Is weed legal?
Yeah.
Think about the F1 races that they could fuck up in Space Vegas.
All the
oh,
and racing. There's probably a racing
yeah,
component.
racing. There's a lot of
You
racing.
can do gambling.
Yeah,
yeah,
it's a
space,
casino.
dude. Space. There's no rules in space.
Is weed and gambling the two things?
Yeah,
like the two things you can already do?
At what,
Like that's what you're excited about going to fucking space for?
You can have cockfights in Space Vegas. All right.
at what level? At what height? At what altitude does space take effect?
You just have to be outside of the
Well, yeah, it's a
troposphere.
It's
right?
a spectrum. Like you can get away with small things.
Did you
in
just
the,
make up
in the lower
troposphere?
The
atmosphere.
higher you go, the
Yeah.
more.
I was really hoping nobody was
illegal
going to cover.
things
I
get.
think
Yeah,
Dyke
we're
just
at
made.
Jupiter.
No.
I think Dyke just made up troposphere.
When Zach didn't catch me on it, that means I'm free. That's how the show works. I say something stupid and Zach doesn't check me.
The
That means
troposphere.
I get away
Yeah,
with it.
obviously the troposphere or the orcosphere.
So the way it works, sir, is
The
if
orcosphere.
the higher you are, the more legal things you. If you're like
The higher you are, the more legal things
If you
get
take a
the first-
50 milligram,
Yeah.
if you take a 50 milligram edible, the higher you are, it doesn't count.
So back to the brunch. Zach, I made 2 smoked turkeys.
So good.
And then Zach, you made a delicious pecan pie.
Yeah, I made a pecan and chocolate pie.
Now the chocolate, what I have to say, there were some people that were like,
Bothered?
I don't want to say nobody was bothered by it. I don't even want to say it was controversial,
I didn't
but
think it was that kind of house.
But it was brought up. People were like, I didn't realize there was
Yeah.
going to be chocolate in there like that.
Yeah, Tenna told me she didn't want to like it. She told me she was pretty judgmental about it.
that sounds sexual.
yeah.
I didn't want to like it.
Yeah, but she
But
said
I
it was
did.
okay in the end. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I had some people that was very surprised. It was like, it's pecan, but it is also chocolate. And I was just like, that's, Zach's trying to get one over on you.
Yep.
Zach,
You didn't even-
what did you want from this pie?
For you guys to not taste the actual secret ingredient.
But you put chocolate in it.
Yeah, I know that disguised the actual.
Wait, did you
No,
put
there's
shit
no.
in there?
This is shit pie.
Damn, I knew you were going to do that to us at one point or another.
1 point.
Like,
They're
couple
all
points.
shit pies.
I've added shit in every single thing I've done here on Harder
You've
Brunch.
loved it.
Damn it, I'd be so fucking pissed.
But all of our, I mean, I hate to be serious at all on this program, or sincere. I could be serious, but I hate being sincere. But man, there was so many of our family and friends and there's people that we've met through podcasting that like showed up today. It was also a lot more people than I was expecting.
There were,
it was
like,
just
Wait, time
40
out. How many
people
people
here.
came?
I mean, it was like 30 plus. I feel
Yeah.
like
You think there's 40 people
yeah.
here?
I
It was
think there
50
were.
plus, and how many people did Thad hate?
just the one.
Just one. Wow.
There was one person that was like, wow.
I can't wait for every one of them to be like, was it
No,
me?
every one of them's not listening to this.
But a lot of people brought. Was there anything that stuck out that was like your favorite that you ate today?
I don't, man, those,
I'll try to give props to
so
whoever it was.
the ham was money. The mashed potatoes, and I heard the guy, he was like, yeah, you just add butter. And then you have like mashed potatoes, and you add more butter, and then you add more butter. What are the crispy onions on the green beans? What's that called? Green bean casserole.
Yeah.
Green bean casserole is money.
Yeah, that was Courtney.
lot of people said-
She made an entire vegan Thanksgiving brunch. Like she's a vegan, which is fine. But like, look, it is what it is. That's not that there's anything wrong with that. But I invited her over and she knows the deal. Like, hey, like stuff's not. You're not gonna have a lot of vegan options on
She
Thanksgiving.
brought a lot of food.
She brought literally an entire vegan like every single thing from dessert to mashed potatoes to
That's
green
how
bean
vegans
casserole.
roll, man.
I was halfway through the line, and she goes, "I got a vegan cheese ball. I got a vegan, whatever it is."
The thing is, like, if vegan food is done right, you should just not be. Don't even say it's vegan.
Yeah.
I feel like it's like if you can make it good enough and just like, hey, here's this, and give it to someone and they enjoy it, then it's like, because the vegan, I feel like sometimes kind of pushes people away. Sometimes they're like, I don't even want to try that.
Do you have to announce it if it's vegan green bean casserole?
No, well, there's cream. I guess.
I like what you're saying.
Casserole.
I like what you're saying. Silence is the best veganism. You see what I'm saying? Because if you can be silent about your veganism and people are like, oh, was there a vegan dish there?
You can't be silent.
I want to know it.
If I'm sober, you're gonna know about it.
It was just a dish to me.
If I'm sober, you're gonna know about it.
What do you do when you're sober?
Oh Jesus, everything.
Are you sober right now?
Ish. That's really bad, but I'm not that drunk. I'm not that drunk.
Neither am I.
I don't believe that. For 1 second.
I feel like you could get away with a lot more if you started wearing heart sunglasses, though.
Hearts.
If you were like, you
people
could
think I'm
have
drunk
2
'cause
more
I have
bottles.
the
I feel like if you
glasses.
had heart sunglasses.
Yeah, I'm not drunk at all. This is me being normal.
This has been a great going away booze episode for me.
So this is your last day drinking?
No. This is the last episode.
Oh,
But
well,
I'll be
we should
drinking
drink
on.
some more.
I'll take a little bit more.
Well, the bottle's finished.
Wait, I thought you had another bottle down here.
No, she left with it. But let's. Is there any more booze?
There is this always this point where Dyke goes away.
So someone
doesn't drink anymore. And
Someone
then,
should go grab. There's a bottle of Jameson up
and
there.
then someone has to keep the show going. And I
keep
was
this
like
rolling.
the asshole for like
No,
a good
Thad's
6
rolling.
months.
Thad's rolling hard on those glasses. I love it.
That's why I had to wear them because like,
Love it.
yo, dude, if you're just gonna check out,
Love it.
if you're just gonna check out the episodes, I guess I'm gonna have to wear these glasses.
Did
Zach, what are you thinking right now, man?
Zach, you had some peanut butter whiskey.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's good.
The hard truth. Well,
Yeah.
shout out to hard truth. Hard truth is awesome.
Yeah?
Hard truth is really good.
How do you feel about flavored whiskeys?
Nah. But hard
Zach,
truth.
did you work today?
But if we look at the, I'll tell you what. Well, shout out to hard truth. I think the guys are. I like the guys at Hard Truth.
Yeah, not drunk
I
at all.
love the guys at Hard Truth. Brian, Master Distiller. I think they've come out with some really good stuff. I'll drink some of their peanut butter PB whiskey.
I like peanut butter whiskey, but it's only for fancy occasions.
Like a Harder Brunch.
He passed that to
This
Zach.
isn't your first rodeo.
Can you pass
This
that
is
down?
not my first rodeo.
This isn't your first Harder Brunch.
I'll take some of that Jameson. I'll take a little bit of that Jameson.
I'll
Can you
take.
say that one more time?
Let's go some of the JMOs.
Little Jamo.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Little pterodactyl arms.
Wait. Pour some for me, please.
That JMO.
Anyways,
It's Irish whiskey.
How do you feel about Scotch?
Oh
that a
man,
joke?
there's there's so many scotches that I love. I'm afraid I have an addiction. So with I have a massive collection, and there's like an addiction. Every time I go to like a liquor store, they're like, "Oh, try the scotch, and I'm like, God, I don't need another addiction. Like I spend way too much money on alcohol already. I don't need something else that tastes good.
So we do a thing every year. It's our kind of like
meat cakes.
we also do that. we do a thing every year called Scotch.
Summer camp.
Summer camp.
Yep. We do this thing every year.
Backyard party, baby. We do a lot of things throughout the
You
year.
guys are crushing it.
We actually don't even do that every year.
Jingle balls.
We do this thing called Scotch and Steak Day, and it is so Scotch and Steak. We typically close the door, close the rank. There's no guest. and it's just people that are affiliated with the show. So just us. We have a benefactor, Chris King, who used to be the co-host. Sometimes we'll invite Bridget just because she's been a big part of the show for so long.
Bridget.
But this year we had it catered. Normally, like, I would do the food, but this year I was just like, we had it catered by Chef Yusuf, and he just did.
Oh, he killed it.
They did these, and it was like 3 courses, but it was like amazing.
It was amazing.
Steak dishes. It was.
Yusuf's so good.
It was so like it.
He's the best chef in the city.
To be able to sit in your own living room and feel like you're at a fancy restaurant, you know, and then like we always do like different, like Chris will buy different scotches, but I think this next year, if you'd like to, like if you want to come and like bring like a scotch selection,
100%.
we could work that in.
Scotch and eggs.
Steak and scotch and steak.
Scotch and steak. Yeah, we can do it.
So all you have to have is actually steak and scotch.
It's a very in everything we do, we like jack up every year. You know what I'm saying? So it's like next year has to be better than this year's, and this year's was phenomenal.
You think next year's is going to be more fancier?
It's gonna be super fancy.
Yeah, we're gonna bring him in.
I'll get some super fancy scotch. We'll get some Yusuf with the menu.
Yusuf is the best. He won the
He is
bite.
He is the best. He is the best.
The best bite contest. Does that make you the best chef? We lost.
We lost. We weren't the best chefs.
No. It's a.
We didn't even get third.
It's a comparison. It's a hey, how did you do?
Not good.
No, but Yusuf was in the concert. Here's the thing: Yusuf is kind of adjacent to Harder Brunch.
Yeah,
He's
a friend of the show for sure.
No, but like more than a friend.
Boyfriend of the show for sure.
He's like a friend with benefits.
What Harder Brunch and Yusuf does in Space Vegas is their business.
Are we talking Space Vegas? Harder Brunch?
To the moon.
To the moon, baby.
Can you imagine being a no?
No, go there. This is a lot of after brunch.
This is a lot of after brunch energy. I was gonna say being a cleanup crew at Space Vegas. I didn't need to say it. I told you I didn't need to say it.
Well, you just open the airlocks. It's gonna get sucked out into space. It's fine.
You're on to something. Yeah.
The janitors would be pissed.
We're just gonna dump it into
Like,
space.
Bunch of frozen jizz in the.
They're FaceTiming their parents. They're like, honey, how's space? Like, I actually don't like it.
Way more bodily fluids than you would expect.
I
don't like Space Vegas.
Like, Mom, I know since I was 6 years old, I wanted to go to space. This isn't it.
Zach, can you drop a beat for me?
What I'm doing right now is not it.
Dan, cheers to you.
Cheers. We
Cheers,
finished
cheers.
the bottle.
Space Vegas, baby. Can I cheers with you too?
Yeah. Can you reach?
I can't.
I think you can if you try hard enough.
I did it.
Thank you so much. You're a person that, ever since I met you, I really wanted you to I really wanted to have you on the show, and it was just like, man, I felt like the clock was ticking, and so it just lined up perfectly. Where can people find you and follow you on social media and keep up with everything you're doing?
You can follow me on Instagram at Heavy Bourbon. You can follow me on TikTok at The Heavy Bourbon.
Thick bourbon, baby.
Thick Bourbon. If you want to get some sick merch, you can go to chugmerch.com.
There it is.
And that's it.
Nice. Thaddaeus J.
Oh, guys. I'm just so excited. I performed at the Comedy Attic the other day. Yesterday, actually. And it was so much fun.
Zach Rowe.
Just about a little over a week away from Merry Chuckle Fest. That's Wednesday, November 29th. Get your tickets right now on Eventbrite. $10 ahead of time, $15 at the door.
It's going to be a live podcast. I'm so excited because I feel like if we could get this many people to come over to our Friendsgiving.
Yeah, come to the fucking Chuckle Fest, baby, bitches.
Casey Campbell.
You can find me avoiding all this space jizz. You can also look me up.
Hey, wait, no one said jizz.
Well, a couple of people said jizz a couple of times. I think jizz might have been said.
People could hear that, and no one said jizz. You said it the first time here.
I can't stop thinking about it.
Yeah, that's your fault.
You can also find me on Instagram at Danger Brewer. Please look out for the GoFundMe that I have going on right now. It has nothing to do with space jizz, unless that's like a bonus that we need for like donors or something. We'll figure it out.
We're funding you, and you use space jizz as your call out.
Spacejizz.com.
Space
Wow.
jizz.
We're trying to raise money for you, and you say jizz for the first time on the podcast.
That's a new.
It's a prescription.
All right, well,
This is my last one.
Jesus Christ.
I'm done.
I'll be sober next week. See you guys later.
Goodbye.
Zach, you don't gotta say anything. You